What's up, y'all? So a few days ago, I ended up uploading a clip of me talking about why we don't need a Lamar Peters and a Nasir core game right now, and that reel got a lot of views on Instagram. We got 12,000 views. Thank you guys so much for those 12,000 views. That made my whole weekend, and it motivated me to keep going. So thank you guys so much. But in those 12,000 views, there was a guy who saw it, of course. That guy go by the name of Willie Young, I believe. So I ended up finding out that was one of Lamar Peters' closest friends, and we had a little bit of back and forth in the comments. Now, I do have screenshots of these comments if some of you guys can't see them, because I found out that for some reason you can't see them. But I do have screenshots of them that we will talk about. But we ended up talking about why I was wrong, apparently. Now, my whole argument, if you haven't already seen the clip, it's still up on my TikTok, YouTube, Instagram if you do want to see it. My whole argument was that it doesn't make sense because Nas, being the number one player, I think everybody can agree, it wouldn't make sense for him to play somebody who lost to a number 3 or number 4 player in the rankings, that being Uncle Scoob. If you don't know, Lamar Peters and Uncle Scoob played at Balls Life versus Off the Dribble. Balls Life and Off the Dribble pay-per-view. And Lamar Peters ended up losing after talking very, very crazy. Again, if you don't believe me, you can go back to their face-off and just the social media in general. He was talking crazy. So he ended up losing, and I was one of the people who believed in Scoob because, I mean, the guy's been doing this for years now. And I just thought it didn't make sense, and I thought it was a very, very reasonable take to have. Apparently not, because people in the comments were flaming me, saying I was rage baiting, even though it does make sense. But I guess people are so caught up in, I don't even know what they disagree with. Like, as if Nas needs to play Lamar Peters, at least right now. So I'm going to bring up the screenshots of the comments that he said. So we're gonna go through these together, and not only that, but I want to talk about what a Lamar Peters versus Nasir core game would look like and when it could happen, because I do think at some point it will happen. I just don't think it's gonna be at this very moment, or maybe even in the coming months. I think if we do see it, it's gonna be in 2026. So without further ado, let's get into these comments, man. So our first comment says, that was his first game on the scene. The world knows he wasn't in shape. My counter to that would be, the guy had a month and then some to get prepared. I'm just saying. So then me and him later talked. He ended up saying, it usually takes a guy 3 to 4 months, or it takes a person 3 to 4 months to get in shape. My opinion says it depends on person, and it's relative to person and what you describe as in shape, or what would you define as in shape. But you know what? Sure. Let's say he wasn't in shape. Then he ended up saying, you sound like a goofy, you don't know ball. There was another comment. Okay. He said, he responded to street ball culture. Shout out to street ball culture, saying stop it. Them wins was butt. Dude ain't played nobody. Referring to Nas. Nas has played Frigga, Kyrie Walker, Scoob, Nesco. If you want to just go off of 1v1s, 2v2s, Nitty, again Nesco, Lamar Peters, Scoob, the dude, not Scar. Like, I mean, the list goes on and on. He's played Zay. I want him to play Rob. He's played Rob in 2v2s. The guy's played pretty much everybody there is to play. So that argument didn't make much sense to me at all. So yeah, it just didn't make sense to me. But as of right now, as of 4 days ago, actually, Nas is scheduled to play Isaiah Briscoe. Now, last time this was scheduled to happen, Isaiah Briscoe ducked. He ducked. And I made my opinion very known about it because he was talking crazy. And he ended up not showing up, or no, not even not showing up. He backed out like days before the pay-per-view. So Nas had to end up playing Kyrie Walker, and he absolutely embarrassed him. You know what I'm saying? So if this game happens, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Isaiah Briscoe is gonna, play. So, and this is on their upcoming pay-per-view happening November 8th. I thought this would have been a part of the pay-per-view, to be honest. So the whole origin of that clip that I told you guys about was this live uploaded by One for One Hoops. If you guys want to watch it back, I was in this live.
That shit ain't come out yet, so I'm not trying to even spoil nothing.
We're not gonna watch it right now, but just to give you guys some context, they were talking about playing. Nasir Core ended up uploading this, which this is where the clip came from. I'm pretty sure this is almost the exact point in the video. I clipped it, but he uploaded this about a week ago. The live happened 10 days ago. So that's where the clip came from. Again, thank you guys for all the support on the video. But I want to talk about what it would look like, because I don't know about you guys, but me and Willie was talking about, he said Lamar wasn't in shape. He ended up saying that Lamar in top shape would beat Nas. Let me explain it, because I explained my whole point, because I think he thought I was saying that like the game, I don't know, I think he was saying I was attacking Lamar, which I wasn't. I was just saying that the matchup doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense as of right now. Now, again, if Lamar like beats like Zay, gets his get back on Scoob, or plays Rob, absolutely, I do think it could happen. But right now it doesn't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? That's my whole point. I never said the guy wasn't talented. I'm just saying that it doesn't make sense. I ended up explaining that to him, and he said that Lamar in top shape. I said it was gonna be a good game, and then he said Lamar in top shape makes it not a good game. Meaning, if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, it goes from a good game, like a good competitive game, close game, that if Lamar's in top shape, he's cooking Nas, and it's not even close. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, because I've seen this dude Nas play in person. I've seen him play on pay-per-view. If you name it, I've seen him play. The guy can hoop, to say the least. The guy can hoop. I've heard him shut people up. There was this one matchup against a guy named Smooth Joe. Again, it's on YouTube. Smooth Joe was talking crazy. Nas played him. I think he skunked him or something like that. Like, yeah, it got bad. So, I mean, to say that it wouldn't be a good game, or it wouldn't even be close, is crazy. I think, me personally, I would have Nas winning if Lamar versus Nas ever did happen. Now, I do want to say that it probably won't happen anytime soon, because again, we have the Nas versus Briscoe matchup happening November 8th. Then I want a Rob matchup to happen. I feel like it's going to happen at some point, but I don't know. And I feel like we can't even have the Lamar game. Let's say Lamar does everything right. Let's say he on this pay-per-view, let's say on this pay-per-view exactly, he beats someone like Zay, or he beats someone, or he gets his get back on Scoob, or he beats somebody major on this pay-per-view, and then he beats someone major again. I feel like we need the Nas versus Rob matchup more. I feel like we need to get this matchup right here, which I don't think is even going to happen because Briscoe, I feel like he's going to duck again. I'm going to keep it a bean. But I feel like if we can get a Raw matchup over by, I want to say January, maybe. I want to say January. If we can get a Nas versus Raw matchup done by January, dude, and if Lamar gets on a hot streak by then I feel like we can absolutely talk about a Nas versus Lamar matchup. But my whole point is it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense right now. For right now, it doesn't. Because, again, it's the number one guy. We're talking about a guy who lost to the number 3 or number 4 guy, wherever you play Scoob at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not saying it won't be a good game. I think it will be a great game. I feel like that would really get the 1v1 community talking, but it just doesn't make sense, if you guys get what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's where I am with this whole Nas versus Lamar Peters situation. It just doesn't make sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's all I got for today. That's all I want to talk to y'all about. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you guys go check out The Real, man. The $12 views, that made my whole weekend, bro. I appreciate you guys so much. I will keep bringing content like this for you guys. Yeah, man. And I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Stay blessed, stay positive. I'll see you on the next video.
Yeah, you always on my mind. I be in my bag, shorty, I ain't wasting time. And baby, all for you, yeah, my life is on the line. I'ma spin around, you know I can't drop it down. I can't drop it down.